Hello and welcome to the Futures Free video for Monday, April 10th. This is David, and let's dig into the S&P futures, the E-mini ES contract. And what I want to focus on here is, down from the August high to the October low, we had a nice, pretty big range, and also a pretty big range on the recovery into the February high. The range gets a little bit more narrow as we come down into the March low, and then we wiggle around into the high we made last week. And look, we may not be done with this bounce. And personally, I think we probably at least take out last week's high. Nevertheless, I think you can sort of see the potential here for, continuing to coil and get in tighter and tighter ranges. So despite my preference for seeing at least a little bit higher, and maybe more than that, but at least a little bit higher in the bounce from the March 13th low, I'm really focused on short-term trading right now because I think we can continue to see shorter and shorter moves before we reverse directions. And drilling in a little bit from that 30 or from that daily chart, you can see here today, kind of at the the outset, we had a pretty big drop here pre-market, right? And then once the day got started, little bounce and down before heading up. So, again, this is tough to trade on a swing basis because even though not too long after the day got started did we head to the upside, if you were carrying this from from last week or even overnight, you had to deal with this move down before heading up. And that, to me, makes this current environment really a Scalpapalooza, really just a festival of short-term trading. And that's really how I was approaching it today. So the tools I like to use for the short-term trading, right? Because I have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring. I'm going to keep trying to focus on the upside so long as it still works. But knowing that we can get these pretty dramatic changes of direction, I'm focusing mainly on the micro voodoo lines, these new short-term levels that I work with. There are a few sets of them, and these ones over here were pretty darn useful here today. Recognize that these red micro fire lines are the most important in this set of short-term voodoo lines, the micro voodoo lines. And while we came down here this morning, right, broke below it, had a few wiggles above and below, but finally got above, tested from above and held, and that then sent us up, right? First into a snow line, but we got above that, tested it from above, held, and that's now perhaps carrying us up into 41.43. So these levels do help me keep on track. During the live session I had in the trading room today, I got a few good trades. We tried 3 trades. 2 of them were winners. One of them was a scratch, getting off for a one tick gain, which basically I call a scratch. It basically pays for the fees and commissions and a little bit more than that. But recognizing that we held the fire line down here, that let me later in the day make a play bullishly to continue up, and we'll see how far that can go. Nevertheless, as I said, with direction, I want or even with a preferred direction, I want to be focused on the short term. I use a combination of those micro voodoo line levels, and then layer into it trend spark just to get me pointed the right way. And I love moves like this, right? We come below this micro snow line late in the day, break above, come back and test it from above, and then we can hold that and get trend spark turning up. That's when I want to get in for the continued move to the upside. So I hope you found that useful. I will, in the premium video, spend a little more time walking through the bigger picture, when and what would be a sign that we're getting a clear longer term direction. But until then, I'm just continuing to play the short term intraday moves. Hope you found that useful, and I will see you at the next update. Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.